Good morning! It's day 21 of the 30-day journaling challenge. Welcome. Thank you for being here with me. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to see you. Right, let's get on this. Introduce yourself to me. Introduce yourself to me. Hello, I am Richard. I'm an actor and I'm CTO of Weed Audition. Can't even say it properly. Blur. First thing I've said this morning, pretty much. Good morning. Good morning, everyone who's coming in. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to see you all on the YouTube as well. Is that working? I hope it is. There we go. Yeah, I think it is. Lovely to see you all this morning. We're going to talk about a few different things today. We've got a little bit about social media, but generally just going through this and helping us prepare for a big sprint on Saturday, starting for 7 whole days. 21. Yeah, how did that happen already? It feels like we just started and it's day 21 already. We're 3/4 of the way through, pretty much. So introduce yourself to me. Write down at the top something personal and something professional, something you might say in a networking situation. Hello, I'm Richard. I like wakeboarding. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not actually a wakeboarder. There's this come up in previous days. Pop the day of the week up there as well, and the date if you want to do that. Pop the date up there as well. So pop that there, and that's good if you're going to file them and look back over them. Some people do that. I actually don't do that. I shred them every few days. I get a little pile, a little stack. I might look through some of the to-dos and things that I was trying to achieve, and then I throw them away, or I reuse them, use the back of them for something else. So whatever works for you. This should be productive and not giving you extra hassle for your day. Are you grateful for anything? Write down 3 things that you're grateful for. I bet you are. I bet you can find 3 things that you're grateful for. And if you're struggling for those, maybe it could be where you live. It could be your weather. It could be members of your family. It could be something very small, like you ate breakfast this morning. Don't struggle for those things, but write down 3. Always write down 3. Morning, Floriana. Morning, JD. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Caro. Nice to see you. I was worried it didn't work on the YouTube, so nice to see you. Nice to see you. Then write down 3 things that I am in the positive. So I am happy. I am a great actor. I am an artist. Write down what you are. I am. Write down I am. 3 of those things. And we've been doing this now for a good few weeks. Hopefully, that will be ingrained in you now. You will just start thinking these things. You will just start thinking, I am happy. I am a great actor. We need to tell ourselves these things. We do. We do. On that vein as well, tell me what you deserve. Write down what you deserve. You deserve. If you're in America right now, you've got a nice week. You know, you've got Thanksgiving tomorrow, and that's a really nice opportunity to thank the world, thank your family, spend time with people you love, and thank the world for things that are that you're grateful for. We don't really do that in Europe. We don't really have that sort of situation. We have Christmas, which is later on, which is different. So, you know, thanking the world, being grateful for things, and telling yourself that you deserve things is a really nice way to frame your mind. It really helps you out to look at the year ahead, and hopefully when this pandemic is over, we can move forward to brighter times and better things. We need to be ready for that. We need to be ready for that. So what do you deserve? Happiness? Success? Awards? Big roles? I don't know. Write it down. It's up to you. I'm not telling you. You just tell yourself. Are there some things that you accept as well? I don't always do 3 of these, but are there some things that you accept? Any things that are worrying you, anxiety, or things that maybe you want to improve in your life, or acceptance of where you are or who you are? Write those down, cross them out. You don't need to fill out all of those, but just, are there things that maybe are worrying you, or you know, this, I need to do this. Is it worrying? Write them down, because it helps putting them out into the world. It helps putting them out into the world. Pop those down and then cross them out. Cross them out. Get rid of them. We don't want to be worrying about those. We don't want to let them rule our life. Excellent. 3 things that you love as well. I've been doing this a few times. I think it's really good. I'm reading a book at the moment that talks about that. Please pop down 3 things that you love. It could be people, it could be things, it could be food, it could be items, it could be feelings, it could be places, it could be whatever you like. Pop down 3 things you love. It's quite hard. Sometimes it's quite hard. 3 things that you love. Your dog, your partner, where you live, your job, a role that you did, could be that. Hi, Nick. Then let's write down our personal actor brand. We've been talking about this week. It was a very busy one on Monday, which we talked about our personal actor brand. I've had a lot of emails and DMs about personal actor brand as well. I'm not a branding expert at all. This is just what worked for me. And I went through a period where I did this a little bit, and I find that redefining that is helpful. Hopefully it's helpful for you as well. Write down what your actor brand is. And then all of your marketing materials should be around that sort of sweet spot. And that should be really similar to your authentic self. What we're trying to do is find a way to sell our authentic self to book us more work. That's the aim of that. It's not about reinventing yourself to be someone who you're not. It's about who is the best version of you to be marketable. That's your actor brand, really. Pop that down. Pop that down. And keep that in mind when you're doing your social media. Yesterday, something great happened, didn't it? It did. What happened yesterday? It was great. What happened yesterday? Write it down. And did you say that you do something yesterday? If you did, write that down and then cross it out. If you said that you would be doing a task, just write that down. Just make a note. Oh, I said that I'd do that. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up if you don't do it. This isn't meant to be a chore. But if you did, it's a nice thing to do, to tick it off. If we keep doing these things, it really does feel good. So yeah, I'm making progress, because sustainability is the key. Small steps over time, little progress every single day will make big, big, big wins over time. So that's the aim here. And sustainability as well. Sustainability is important because, we need to be in this for the long game, don't we? Have you got the ability to keep going forever? I hope you have. I mean, I certainly in my professional life have said, right, well, I'm going to be doing this forever. This is what I'm doing. I'm not going to give up. A lot of people do give up, and it's difficult. You go, oh, it's not for me. Oh, I've got to do different things. I'm not going to give up. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So to be able to be sustainable, you do need to have maybe another source of income if you're acting. If you're an artist and you're not selling your stuff, maybe you want to have another source of income. You need to have the ability to keep going. So it needs to be not straining. You need to be enjoying it. You need to be loving it. You need to be getting something good out of it. Every time you do that, you need to be reinforcing that pleasure. So try and think about sustainability. And as we move forward into next year, because this is what it's about really, when things start opening up, work starts happening more, we need to be in the game for that. We need to be ready for that when those opportunities come. So make sure you're able to look after yourself, pay your rent, do those things. But also there's things like, I just made a couple of notes. Somewhere like having a self-tape studio set up, not studio, but like an area or your stuff set up so it's ready, easy to go. You don't need to be worrying about self-tape technically. You just need to be put it up, go. You need to be, like for instance here, I've set this up, ready to go every morning. I don't put these lights away. They're just here for a month, for 30 days. So I can sit down on this sofa every day and just do it, because then it makes it easy. It's part of my life. My journaling is part of my life. Every day I have a place that I'm going, either my desk or my bag, or if I'm going somewhere, I put one of these in. I just do it. I don't even think about it like brushing my teeth. It's sustainable. And that really helps me as well. And income-wise and structure of my life, I've structured my life so I'm able to have the flexibility to do self-tapes and jobs. And I think that's really, really important to be in it for the long game. It'll make you happier as well, because then you won't be worrying when you get that job. I digress. Today, you're going to do one thing, aren't you? What are you going to do today? Is there one thing you're going to do today? Just one thing? I'm going to write down what I'm going to do. I've got something important to do. And today's going to be great. Why is today going to be great? One of the things that I'm going to do as well is I'm going to talk to Ramani Leah talked about her casting cut thing. I'm going to look at that because I think that was a massive value bomb that was dropped. She dropped like so much information into that interview with Darren. Have a watch back of that. That was really, really interesting. And that's a service that I think would be really, really good for people who have worked, have a show reel, have a body of work, but maybe don't know what direction they're going in. And we all have that from time to time. And today's going to be great. Write down, why is today going to be great? Oh, it is. I'm excited. I like Wednesdays because you kind of in your groove for the week. You can get things going. I don't always work Monday to Friday, but it's a nice time of the week. You know, if you're doing something, if you're doing a project, it's nice. You're in the groove of it. And you can get some good meat done through the week. Tomorrow you're going to do something as well. You continue this? You're going to continue this? Have a think about our sprint as well. I'd really like you to do a sprint as well, starting on Saturday. So not tomorrow, not the next day, but then we're going to start a sprint. And I want it to be a big one, please. That would be really good. And I think it'd be really beneficial if you do that. It's a really, really important time. A lot of people are not working at the moment. You could do something great. You could do a showreel piece. You could do a self-tape, put it into your showreel. You could write something. You could write a film, a short film, anything. There's massive opportunity right now. Massive opportunity. Let's visualize completing something as well. Visualize completing something that means a lot to you. Now, is this an award, getting a film, getting a phone call, getting that booking for that job? What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? Is it being debt-free? Is it having money in the bank? Is it having that great car? I don't know. Write down what that is. Imagine doing that. All the little steps. How do you feel? How do you feel when you walked up onto that stage and accept that Emmy? How do you feel? Write that down. Be bold. It's difficult to do. It's really hard. But if you can do that, think about it. Write it down. Tick that box. If you like meditations, we've got some on WeAudition.com. They're live now. We've got 15 at the moment. All sorts of things that are guided meditations to help you in your actor career, and you as an actor also have lots of other things. It's very, very good for mental health. Have a go on those. Have a listen to those. Lots of feedback on those so far, and they sound like they're going to be very popular. So that's good. Are we going to do something else to make someone else feel special as well? I hope so. Are you going to do something that makes someone else feel special? Have a think about what that might be. Pop that down. Pop that down. When you do it, tick it off. Or it might be an email, might be something you do just straight after this. Nice way to frame up the mind. And it comes back. It comes back. Nice people don't come last, I assure you. And what are you giving up? Are you giving something up for something else? You don't have finite time. Are you giving up something mediocre for something amazing? Maybe. You should do. Maybe you've got a great life. Amazing. Maybe you could give something up for something else amazing. There's always time for extra stuff. Not always time, always. You can always make space for other things. You need to give something up for something else. It also makes it easier to feel like you deserve that thing, if that makes sense. If you achieve something, if you run a marathon, yeah, that's really, really hard. But at the end, you're going to feel fantastic because you really deserve that, because you have to work hard for that sort of stuff. So we don't want to be worrying ourselves or stifling ourselves when we do achieve those big things. We want to accept them, take them as our due. Right, we need to do some exercise today. If you can, do some exercise. Read a script with someone, improve your memory, work on an accent. If that's something you're working on at the moment, it's a good thing to do every single day. Those small changes really add up. We're doing things like accents or learning languages or things like that. And 5 minutes of social media stints. Don't do more than that. Set your alarm, do 5 minutes. JD always recommends doing an hour on, 5 minutes off. Yeah, really, really good. But the reason I put that down there is don't go on social media and then get sucked in, because you really can get sucked into a whole bunch of time that you could have been doing other things. Do 5 minutes, be productive, come out, assess what you need to do, go in, do another 5 minutes. Really, really good way to do things. I just put that down there as a reminder every single day. What's your most important task? Write down your most important task for today. What is that today? I've got a couple of different things. Need to organize something really important for WeAudition. There we go. Pop that down that list. And a couple of secondary tasks. Think about Saturday as well. We're going to start this sprint as well. I want you to think about your reels as well. Something that Ramani said in her interview with Darren is that big casting directors only really, they only really looking at, they want 2 types of reels. They want to look at a comedy reel or a drama reel. And if you had special skill, like you were a stuntman or a stunt woman or a something particular, you might have a different reel that showcases those skills. But we really want to be having a drama reel with all of your drama in it. And then if you had any comedy work, if you had a body of comedy stuff, you wouldn't necessarily mix that in with the with the drama reel. You want to have that separate. So maybe something you could do would be creating a drama reel and creating a comedy reel. And we're actually going to put this on Weirdition. We're going to have 2 slots to upload those, because it seems to be that that's what people are asking for, that drama focused reel or that comedy focused reel. They've got special skills. They might be mocap. They might be I think an accent is part of this as well. You know, if you do a lot of work in one accent, you might maybe have a different reel that you could send off for a job that just has that one accent. Maybe if it wasn't your natural accent, not necessarily, but if you had a special skill like stunt work, you definitely have a separate reel for that. And those reels, those drama reels or those comedy reels, could include a scene which is a self-tape. So if you wanted to film something yourself, there's 2 options, and I think they're very distinct options. You either want to film something very, very well quality, so it looks like it's properly lit, properly filmed, properly framed, beautiful piece, costume, self-tape scene. Film it. Use a friend or use a production company or hire a service to do that. LA Reels are very good for doing something like that. You've got the ability to make something of a high quality that might have been broadcast in your reel. Option 1. Option 2, do a self-tape scene, get a wall, get a light, do it on your phone. You can include those. It's very obviously a self-tape. No one minds doing that. We haven't made a deal of that, then that's okay. That's okay to put in your... Don't do a half-baked sort of scene. Either make it look amazing or do it as a self-tape scene. And I think that's what came out of that thing, that interview with Darren. And those can cut into your scene. So you can have your drama scene and your comedy scene. Sorry, reel. Your drama reel and your comedy reel. You can edit those yourself as well. You don't need to necessarily pay an editor. If you want help with that, someone like Chelly is able to help you out. Go on, hit up Chelly on Weirdition. There's lots of other people that can help you with that. LA Reels, as I mentioned, Brett is amazing. He can help you out with that as well. Look at your social media as well this week. One I forgot to mention, LinkedIn. I don't really do LinkedIn. LinkedIn is an ideal thing for networking professionally. It's got a different tone to the other. It's certainly not Twitter. It's a different sort of environment. But that might be something we can consider as well. Do you have a profile on LinkedIn, and does it match your branding, your personal actor brand? Hopefully it does. Right, on that note, have an amazing week. Have a think about Saturday, what we're going to do for this sprint. I hope it's creating something. I hope it's doing a big, worthwhile project. Your show reel, your headshots, your materials. I hope it is all writing something. I'm going to leave it there now. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this so much. Thanks for sticking with this. You're amazing. You need to know it. You are amazing. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Goodbye.